Listening to koolFM. koolFM is a TVH Group of Networks radio station. Sondo's greatest hits are here.
Okay, I'm not hearing any audio. Testing. No technical team audio here, but alright. Fellow good morning to you all, and this is Hello Pilipinas. Yes, this is Hello Pilipinas. Today is Sunday, September 29, 2024, and we will be here to show you the latest lifestyle and entertainment happenings right here on koolFM and right here on TVH Network. Alright, let's get started here. So yeah, one moment here, we are not receiving any sound output. So yeah, stand by here. Alright, now we are hearing the technical team audio, so that's good news here. So alright, yeah, right here, and I'll hear the sound very well. Alright, so, okay, oh, not alright. So so we have our first lifestyle happenings where we will show you the Kazuka face visual and kawaii chart. Again, this is coming from Inquire Lifestyle as usual. So let me just start. Screen sharing here. There we go. Okay, so yep, let's get started here. Prepare yourself for Kazuka face visual and kawaii chart. It's been a long time coming up, about a year and a half to be exact, but Kazunori's hipper, younger sibling, is finally open. In the sea of cafes spreading across the city, Kazu Cafe at Ayada Triangle Gardens is a breath of fresh air, thanks largely to the escapist quality of the interior design, burning details, and spirited presentations signaling that, yes, even traditional Japanese restaurants can have beautiful spin-offs that invite you for a good time. We have designed every aspect of Katsu Cafe to bring pleasure and positive energy to everyone who visits, says Nippon Asha CEO Ryan Cruz. We are bringing a global twist to our offerings while maintaining the precision and discipline of Japanese cuisine that the Katsunori brand has been known for all these years. If Katsunori excludes Ginza's elegance, then the 68-seater Katsu Cafe is as electric as Shimo Kitazawa and Daikan Yama's shout. Irresistibly hip from the get-go, Kasu Cafe sparkles in copious shades and shapes that reference the cafe already. We wanted the space to give people energy, and in order to do what that we needed to create the perfect vessel for the food that people seem to take out among Kasnori's three concepts, cruise ships. So here is the look. Here's the look of the. So here's the look of the restaurant here. You get the first glimpse of how the how the table looks like, along with the chairs and the couch here. Let me just zoom it in here. So this is what it looks like here. Yep, right here. There it is. Katsu Cafe's sense of identity particularly could play like logo that propagates throughout the entire space, the tableware, and beautifully tactile menu, and transforms in shapes like a symbolic flower based on how it's rearranged was created by Singapore's Arid Design. So this is the this is what the top here looks like. Very beautiful here. So this is what it says from a co-founder and creative director of our design, that is Tiwan Sihang. We wanted to create a brand that's instantly recognizable and carries a unique personality, much like a well-traveled individual who appreciates artistry and hospitality. Meanwhile, the Lisa Crespo design interiors feature custom phosphoral lights and denim up upholstered seating to connect the cafe to its culinary roots. These roots don't just come out of nowhere. After all, when you're influenced by Tokyo's cafe culture, and when you have an established fine dining Japanese sampling and a slew of other beloved brands under whose care, like Medokoro Rameba, Ramen Yushoken, and Marudori, then it's easy to cruise into the playful and wild territory of Yoshoku or Western style Japanese cuisine. So here is the video here. So that's the video that you just saw of what the restaurant, you get the idea of what the restaurant you can expect here. Over the course of the expensive menu are flashes of brilliance from Chef Kumamochi Katsunori, such as the 10 kinds of temari neatly presented in the wooden box, a mildly sweet daikon salad, and a loaded tamako sando. One unforgettable thing about Katsu Cafe is the restraint in portions. We reduced the portions because we wanted to give people freedom of choice and enjoy 2 to 3 things, says Cruz. So here is bonito and salmon breakfast platter. Here's the bonito and salmon breakfast platter. You get the idea of what it looks like here. That's bonito and salmon breakfast platter. Next one we have is tamako sando. Here is tamako sando. Oh, look at that. That looks yummy. But make no mistake, there are still some dishes meant for sharing only if you want to. Elsewhere, you can find cafe exclusives like a premium burger made with 8-4 hiyachi wagyu beef with bonito and aigoli in a soft potato bun, the yaki tonkatsu deep fried breaded pork with cabbage salad, tomato tarashi or mustard, and tonkatsu sauce, Hanetsuki style crispy pork and seafood dumpling, or simply gyoza with wings, and a multi-dimensional lemon muscake curry carved out of an actual Japanese lemon that's bound to set off its red fruits. So here is Hanetsuki gyoza. This is Hanetsuki gyoza. This is what the food looks like here for this one. And the next one that we just saw in the video, the next one that we just saw in the TikTok video was the Katsu Cafe Tiramisu. And yes, people, it has matcha inside. So that's the tiramisu. But much of Katsu Cafe's charm lies in its pre-drinks menu. For example, the coffee selection covers the classics distinct in-house espresso blend made with 100% Brazil and Panama beans, and with the option to switch to oat milk. The honey latte has just the right amount of sweetness thanks to the source of honey, while the cup of mocha gets a Malagao's Davao dark chocolate boost. For style beverages, run up the selection for peak drinking experience: espresso orange soda, ice yuzu americano, strawberry matcha latte, and even a matcha gato with carapo milk ice cream. So here is the most lemon category. Here's lemon category. Next one is strawberry matcha latte. Here's strawberry matcha latte. That looks just the right amount here. So when Cruz says we just want to give people happiness, you go here. There you go. So that's the Katsu Cafe, and if you guys are interested in visiting the restaurant, you can find them at Unit 526 ground level restaurants at Alia Triangle Gardens in Makati City, Metro Manila. They're open daily from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So if you are interested in reserving for the slot, you can contact them at 0917-502-0320. That's 0917-502-0320. Or you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram for the latest updates from Katsu Cafe. It is now 7:19 in the morning, and I can have to go brush my teeth since I just woke up here. Whoops. Anyways, we will get into more lifestyle and entertainment happenings. So stick around. We will be right back.
Kung ang hanap ay saktong sangkap, sa healthy way feast nakatitiyak.
Congratulations, Clark Feed Mill Incorporated, for achieving the Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point, or HACCP certification, combined with our ISO 9001 and good manufacturing practices. We are truly a world-class feed mill with brands Lucky 4A, Healthy Way, Miller, Feedtech, and Cosmo Feeds as your number one choice for quality and
Kung ang
excellence.
hanap ay saktong sangkap, sa healthy way feast nakatitiyak. Baboy at manok, lulusog, bibigat. Kung gusto nyong lumusog, alagang baboy at manok. Healthy way feeds ang gamitin, ang healthy na pamakain.
Makisaya at mapagpala sa ika-46 na anibersaryo ng Jesus is Lord Church Worldwide sa October 12, 3 p.m. Luneta Grandstand. To God be the glory.
Come on and celebrate, celebrate Christmas, Celebrate, Celebrate Christmas. Celebrate Christmas. It's the happiest month to be. Perfect for all, for you and for me. Joy from season one and all. Celebrate Christmas at SM Malls. Celebrate Christmas at SM Malls.
Ohio! Don't you love it when good mornings start like this? Then like this. And then, wait for it. A morning cup of soup? Yes, soup. Try new Ajinomoto Soup and Go and make it your new morning habit. Comes in creamy corn, creamy potato, or creamy pumpkin. Great with bread too. Ohio Soup and Go. Ajinomoto.
Buy Buhag-Haggard Hair. Hello Cream Silk Vitamin Boost. Pinalaki with 30% more versus 10 ml Unilever sachet for all day no buhag-hag. It's a non-conditioning shampoo and with regular use for up to 24 hours. Mag Cream Silk Vitamin Boost every day.
Masarap ang hanap. Royal! Ito ang gusto ko. Gusto ko. Gusto namin to. Ito ang gusto ko. Masarap. Ito ang gusto ko. Royal! Ito ang gusto ko. Orange. Ito ang gusto ko. Royal! Ito ang gusto ko.
Ohio! Don't you love it when good mornings start like this? Then like this. And then, wait for it. A morning cup of soup? Yes, soup. Try new Ajinomoto Soup and Go and make it your new morning habit. Comes in creamy corn, creamy potato, or creamy pumpkin. Great with bread too. Ohio Soup and Go. Ajinomoto.
Donnie Pangilinan here.
With Anthony.
Dad, what's your love language?
Connecting eye to eye.
Eh pag lumabo mata.
EO.
EO Executive Optical. Expert eye care. State-of-the-art facilities.
Eye to eye. You mean titig-kilig?
Yun! EO Executive Optical.
Love your eyes, guys.
Mamadaming time sa lahat ng gusto nyo. Mamadaming time. Champion Detergent ang gamit ko. Champion na!
Sa Champion Quick Wash Technology, less time sa lavada, more time sa pamilya.
Big and small, meron yan. Big and small, meron yan. For big and small, pamilihan needs, Mr. DIY. Sulit yan. Meron yan. Ito ang sulit na pamilihan sa buong bayan. For big and small, pamilihan needs, Mr. DIY.
Ang Chicken Joy is na.
Ang pinakamasarap, bigger na.
Best tasting na, ang biggest pa.
Ito ang Chicken Joy, yes.
Best tasting na,
Our biggest pa.
ito ang Chicken Joy,
Starts at 82 pesos pa rin. Price varies. Bigger claim is versus previous size. Best tasting claim is based on quantitative brand and product imagery study conducted by SCMI last November 2023.
Namiss kita. Ikaw pa rin ang hinahanap-hanap ko. Alam ko you're still the one. Buti na lang, mas affordable na versus previous price. Ang best tasting creamer para sa kape mo. Coffee Mate.
Pag crispy pata ang ulam ni Bunso, masakit daw sa ngipin. Aray! Pag laging nagtutoothbrush with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, ang tibay ng ngipin ko! Versus non-fluoride calcium carbonate toothpaste. Colgate, ngiping matibay. Ngiping palaban. With regular use.
Dati, wala pang aray sa likod. At dati, wala pang aray sa kasukasuan. Paulit-ulit ang pain? Mag-Skelan.
Sa Skelan, ang daling gumalaw. Long-lasting bis sa buong araw. Tuloy-tuloy ang ginhawa ko. Pag-aray dapat Skelan.
Unilab yan.
Para sa babalik-balik nga sakit, Eskelan.
Up to 12 hours relief. Naproxen sodium is the generic name of Skelan. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Where does your power really come from?
Power to learn.
Power to cure. Power to create.
Power to connect with loved ones. Hello? Mom?
At Aboitiz Power, we aim to provide reliable and sustainable energy. Powering you and life. Aboitiz Power. We power you.
Okay pa kaya itong birth certificate ko? Last year pa kasi ito na-issue eh.
Wala na expiry yan. Habang buhay ang validity niyan sa ilalim ng batas ni Senator Bong Revilla.
Laking ginhawa at minus gastos yan ha. Idol talaga si Senador.
Tama, wala na pong expiry ang ating mga birth, death, and marriage certificates. Kahit anong petsa pa man ito inisyu ng PSA o ng inyong local registry. Ito po si Senator Bong Revilla. Isa lamang ito sa mga batas na ating iniakda at isinulong para sa ating mga kababayan.
This is a paid advertisement by Amos Production.
Sahod, hindi limos. Sweldo, hindi ayuda. Imbes nag-aabot ng barya, bigyan ng dignidad ang ating magsasaka. Samahan niyo ako at ating busugin ang mga nagpapakain sa atin.
Senador Amy Marcos para sa magsasakang Pilipino.
Welcome back to Hello Pilipinas. Let's continue with the what's happening in the lifestyle happenings right here. So let's take a look at the Filipinas Sci-Fi Altar. Yes, you heard it right. The Filipina Sci-Fi Altar. The headline says the Filipino Sci-Fi Altar crosses creative minimums in the age of collaboration. So let's begin here. Since her 2019 debut novel Tablay, Katrina Olan has steadily expanded the story's universe through fan input, all while taking on new projects and collaborating with creative veterans. A female perspective on sci-fi brings much needed nuisance and breadth to a genre normally aimed towards and produced by men. Stories such as The Handmaid's Tale, A Winkle in Time, and The Earthsea Saga by Margaret Atwood, Madeline Engel, and Ursula K. Le Guin, respectively, have endorsed as genre classics, together with more recent works like Suzanne Collins' Hunger Games trilogy. Philippine literature also has its fair share of women sci-fi authors such as Christine Ong, Muslim, Liza Aquino, and Vida Cruz, to name a few. Katrina Olan, the granddaughter of World War II veterans, channeled her family's stories together with research of accounts of actual combat, including pilots, surviving crashes, civilian struggle, and wartime propaganda. Interesting. Enter Catherine Olan, who, through her matcha military story Tablay, took on an even more male-dominated subgenre of sci-fi. Since the novel's debut in 2019, it's since grown into a graphic novel with a radio play planned, all as Olan also collaborated with Denmark-based comics veteran and senior Lego concept artist Ian Santa Maria Skyworld 66 Salamanca for another story, Makina, which recently made the rounds at book fairs worldwide since its soft launch in the 2023 PaperCon and food debut at said year's Manila International Book Fair. In Tablay's world, the Philippines is a fully modern country waging a century-long war as humanity's last bastion against an alien invader, the Aswang. Human-piloted matcha or robotic exosuits duke out in the skies against their extraterrestrial counterparts. So meet Katrina Ong. This is her. This is her who created Tablay. But this Philippines also continues to be plagued by ills as old as time. Poverty and inequality persist as historical truth and atrocities are obscured for propaganda's sake. The characters are diverse as they are nuns, Muslim and Chinese Filipino scientists, critical academians, and of course, soldiers of very ethical persuasions. Olan, the granddaughter of World War II veterans, channeled her family stories together with research of accounts of actual combat, including pilots surviving crashes, civilian struggle, wartime propaganda, and etc. Collaboration played a key role in Taplai's growth through the years as online factored in reader comments while developing the graphic novel, illustrated by Paul Mandela, the original concept artist for Taplai's first iteration. With additional contributions by Candy Illustrations, Online notes that their point of view helped the visual language of the comic book. She concurs with that with the words taking a backseat, we can definitely flex our robots and action scenes much more and portray expressions. An ad go by profession and sub-professed geek, convention goer, and video game and tabletop player, Online shares that adapting Topline into a graphic novel was definitely an opportunity to treat it like a new game, revisiting the story many years later with more wisdom, a different outlook on life, and all the previous feedback from readers of the original. So, here it is. Here it is. So this is the graphic novel. We wanted Topline the graphic novel to be welcoming to new readers, she adds, while also feeling fresh and surprising for further fans with new characters and factions, higher stakes, and a more morally nuanced point of view. 5 years can do a lot to you. I think I have seen a lot more, and experienced a lot more, and understand a lot more now. The pandemic and related social and political issues, navigating corporate works, priorities, the end of 120s, and starting new families, these are experiences which she, Mandela, and Candy all cites it as they refine Topline. The world and people are so much more complex than we think. We have the capacity to do both good and bad things. So we have Makina at the London Book Fair. So this is Makina. This was taken at the, again, London Book Fair, right here. That's Makina. Olan's world of the page is just as, if not more, kaleidoscopic as than Topline's. Aside from the said novel, she also penned the steampunk Skies Above, while initially self-published books with the forward now also carried by Pumplo by Books. Makina, meanwhile, is published by Summit Books and is her most well-traveled work so far. Frankfurt Book Fair 2023, London Book Fair 2024, San Diego Comic Con 2024, and the 2024 Art Bubble Comic Festival in Aarhus, Denmark. By now, she's working on the webcomic Sagittarius, my biggest project right now, with Wallace Portasio, Balde Up, Cajo Baldissimo, and Toon City, published via the Hello Comics app. Just like Topline's protagonist, she shares her current flight path with the dedicated community. So here's the pages of the, here's the pages. And here is the early character designs of Topline, right here. And the concept art. So you can tell with the before and afters with the side-by-side comparison of Topline. Starting with the memorable scene, you can tell the huge differences here. This is before, and this is after. That looks really cool. And then now for the Totoi and Anya, not to be confused with Spy Family character, by the way. Totoi and Anya and Mako intro sequence. So this is before. The before one is the concept here, and this is after, which is right here. That looks really nice. I write comic book scripts in screenplay style and leave it up to the artist to interpret. She shares, noting that there are occasions where the creative leap from the script to the prompts would really surprise me in a good way. She also welcomes differences and sees how these, when harmonized, contribute to the overall story. Discovering herself as the more structured, colortic person in the dynamic when working in Santa Maria in Makina, she's come to believe that the perfect team is often a mixture of madness, Ian, and method, Cat. Ego ultimately takes the backseat in Ola's artistic philosophy, where I am a strong believer in the visible strengths territory, not necessary for romantic connections only. I believe that opportunities you seek are also seeking you. They inevitably come to you at the right time, at the right place. It was one thing to be approached by Summit Books and meet editor-in-chief Leo Magkubat, who is also a part of the Southeast Asian Literary Circle, which chose Tablay as their book of the mouth, but it was humbling and nourishing to receive criticism from same circle. There were some of our harsher critics, all of recalls, smiling. I totally respect them because their points were valid. I took them to heart about developing the graphic novel. She acknowledges where they're coming from. They love Tablay from his message. So there you go. That's Katrina On, who worked on Tablay and other But yeah, that is really awesome author from what I'm seeing here. That is her once again, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, if you are interested in reading Tablay, you can do so right now, right here. Alright. Okay, so it is now 7:37 in the morning, and now we will get ready for koolNews on Hello Pilipinas. So stick around once again, people. We will be right back.
Fuji Denso believes that appliances are long-term investments, so it is very important to choose wisely. And what could be a wiser choice than using reliable, durable, and energy-saving appliances from Fuji Denso? Just like families and companies trusting Fuji Denso, you will see the difference when you upgrade your usual appliances to Fuji Denso HD inverter appliances. Fuji Denso, quality above all. Upgrade your home, upgrade your business with Fuji Denso. Quality above all.
Robust dietary supplement for men. Sabi nila, ang tunay na lalaki, matibay, magaling, at matigas. Samahan mo pa ng Robust. Gawa ito sa Epimedium Extra, L-arginine, Songaria Cynomorium at GABA with proper diet and exercise. Para makasiguro, bumili sa mga Mercury drugstores nationwide. Robust, 75 pesos SRP per tablet lamang. Robust, para sa mga kalalakihan. Hatid sa inyo ng ATC Healthcare International Corporation. Mahalagang paalala, ang Robust ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Laging pagod sa trabaho at kulang sa pahinga? Ayon sa mga pag-aaral, pwede itong magsanhi ng kakulangan ng sustansya na maaaring magdulot ng alta presyon, mataas na blood sugar, pati paghina ng resistensya. Makakatulong ang pag-inom ng Centrum Advance araw-araw, kasabay ng tamang pagkain at exercise. Ang Centrum Advance ay complete from A to Zinc, tulong sa malusog na puso, normal blood pressure at blood sugar. Tulong din para sa energy at resistensya. Simula edad 20 pataas, alagaan ang katawan, kasama ang Centrum Advance. This has been Medifacts for Centrum. Multivitamins plus minerals is the generic name of Centrum Advance. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Pare, alam mo ba pag may diabetes, humihina ang immune system. Kaya sabi ng mga pro, araw-araw mag-Immune Pro.
The only one with Zinc Plus technology. Kaya buo ang vitamin C at zinc at most prescribed by doctors. Tulungang palakasin ang immune system with proper diet and exercise. Magtiwala sa Pro. Immune Pro.
Unilab yan.
Sodium ascorbate plus zinc is the generic name of Immune Pro. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Kulang na yung pensyon ni Lolo. May dagdag pa kaya yan?
Tropa, paano ba magkaroon ng pensyon?
Yung interest sa SSS at GSIS, pwede kayang mas mababa.
10 years na akong teacher. May makukuha na kaya akong pensyon?
Para bawat tanong, may sagot. Para isulong ang kapakanan at karapatan ng mga miyembro at pensyonado ng SSS at GSIS.
Para sa mas malakas at matibay na pension system.
SSS, GSIS, Pensionado Party List. Bawat Pilipino, dapat pensyonado.
Hirap magpahinga? May mga gamot para dyan. Pero, relax. Mag-Efficacent Oil. Sa unang amoy at hagod, ramdam ang ginhawa na trusted by all. Unahin ang trusted ginhawa. Unahin ang Efficacent.
Methyl salicylate plus menthol plus camphor is a generic name of Efficacent oil. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Ohio! Don't you love it when good mornings start like this? Then like this. And then, wait for it.
A morning cup of soup?
Yes, soup. Try new Ajinomoto Soup and Go and make it your new morning habit.
Comes in creamy corn, creamy potato, or creamy pumpkin.
Great with bread too.
Ohio, Soup and Go.
Ajinomoto.
May
Immunity gap ba ang anak mo?
Immunity gap?
Si Angel, ang hirap pakainin.
Si Mela, pabalik-balik ang sakit. Si Tuto ang tagal gumaling. Immunity gap na yan. Help stop immunity gap. Palaging mag-Selene Plus. Tulong para 100% ang immunity. Based on RENI with proper diet, exercise, and vaccination. Help stop immunity gap. Mag-Selene Plus. Araw-araw.
Alagang Unilab yan. Ascorbic acid plus zinc is the generic name of Selene Plus. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
May tanong si Siman Rodel. Pare, may insurance plan bang nagbibigay protection sa akin at nag-iipon para sa pag-aaral ng anak ko?
Oo naman!
Sa Sun Life Grepa, gets ka namin, sagot ka namin. Client can avail of Sun Life Grepa policies while in the Philippines.
Inihahatid ng PhilHealth ang mas pinalawak na primary healthcare package para sa lahat ng Pilipino. PhilHealth Konsulta. Magparehistro na sa pinakamalapit na konsulta provider para sa inyong health risk screening at konsultasyon. Maaari maka-avail ng mga gamot at laboratory test batay sa rekomendasyon ng primary care provider. Pumunta sa aming official website www.philhealth.gov.ph para sa mga detalye.
Konsulta ka na.
Drink responsibly.
Ubong di nawawala. May bakterya at virus yan sa baga.
Mag-Solmux Advance. Magaling maglinis ng lungs. Kaya mabilis magpagaling ng ubo. Solmux Advance. Now in liquid.
Resolve coffee phlegm in as fast as 3 to 5 days when taken 3 times a day. Carbocysteine plus zinc is the generic name of Solmux Advance. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Bye, buhag-haggard hair! Hello, Cream Silk Vitamin Boost! Pinalaki with 30% more versus 10 ml Unilever sachet for all day no buhag-hag. It's a non-conditioning shampoo and with regular use for up to 24 hours. Mag Cream Silk Vitamin Boost every day.
Where does your power really come from?
Power to learn.
Power to cure.
Power to create.
Power to connect with loved ones.
Hello?
Mom!
At Aboitiz Power, we aim to provide reliable and sustainable energy. Powering you and life. Aboitiz Power. We power you.
Pangarap na bahay at lupa, abot kamay mo na! Takbo na sa pinakamalapit na FC Home Center sa inyong lugar. Bili ng appliances or furniture available through cash, credit cards, at pwede rin through financing partners. Huwag palampasin dahil baka ikaw na ang maswerteng magwawagi na.
Makisaya at mapagpala sa ika-46 na anibersaryo ng Jesus is Lord Church Worldwide sa October 12, 3 p.m. Luneta Grandstand. To God be the glory!
Dati, wala pang aray sa likod! At dati, wala pang aray sa kasukasuan! Paulit-ulit ang pain? Magskalan!
Sa Skelan ang daling gumalaw, long-lasting bisa buong araw. Tuloy-tuloy ang ginhawa ko. Pag-aray dapat Skelan.
Unilab yan. Para sa babalik-balik nga sakit, Esquilan.
Up to 12 hours relief. Naproxen sodium is the generic name of Scalan. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Ayos lang, basta kasama. Konting Tanduay Light, buo ang kalooban.
Tanduay Light, gaan ang tama, gaan ang may kasama. Drink responsibly.
Sing along to the music.
Live from Cool Studios, this is koolNews Early Edition.
Alright, a fellow good morning to you all, and welcome to koolNews on Hello Pilipinas. Let's get into the top headlines for this hour. Give me one moment here. Yeah, give me one moment, guys. Oh, I already saved it. Whoops. Alright, here's the headlines for this hour. Not this hour. Here's the top headlines. Nearly 2 months of inquiring into the links between illegal drugs, offshore gaming, and extrajudicial killings have uncovered the involvement of a web of mostly Chinese-run corporations whose central figure is former President Rodrigo Duterte, Duterte's economic advisor, Michael Yang, according to two leaders of the House of Representatives. Senior Deputy Speaker Aurelio Gonzalez and Deputy Speaker David Zures on Friday presented a matrix showing direct and indirect corporate linkages and interlocking directorates of 16 companies mostly established during the Duterte administration based on records gathered by the Special House Quad Committee. The matrix revealed a pattern of partnership and alignment that helped them discover and identify at least two main actors or players, Yang and his business associate Alan Lim, Zures said. Yang and Lim have both been identified in the House probe as Chinese nationals named Yang Hongmin and Wei Xiong Lin, respectively. Yang and Lim operated two companies, Pali Holdings Corporation, established in 2019, and Philippine Fluid Group of Companies, established in 2017. A complex web of corporate layering, as Zures and Gonzalez characterized it, traced them to companies involved in illegal offshore gaming, including the controversial Bofu Land Development Corporation, previously owned by former Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo. These links can be further traced back to formerly Pharmaceutical Inc., the company that was involved in alleged overpricing of medical supplies during the pandemic, and where Lim's wife, Rose Nono Lin, served as treasurer and chief financial officer. None of these corporations and company officials could be reached for comment on Saturday. Zures highlighted a recurring pattern where Yang used Filipinos Gerald Cruz, Jason Luzon, and Eugene Sihang, while Lim used his wife as nominees to conceal corporate ownership. The two House leaders said one company, Brickhertz Technology, was allegedly involved in the kidnapping of workers to be brought to Philippine offshore gaming operator compounds, and whose corporate documents were discovered in the Bofu compound in Bamban Tarlac. Bofu had leased land to an illegal offshore gaming company called Hongshen Technology Incorporated, which was renamed as Zhou Yuan Technology Incorporated. Zhou Yuan was shut down in March by the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission. Hongshen, which was raided in June 2024 on suspicion of operating a scam farm, human trafficking, and money laundering. It allegedly got its license to operate in Bamban Tarlac at Go's request to the city's council. Brickhertz is supposedly a service provider for a BOGO called Xiongwei Technology Ltd, which is owned by Lim and his wife. Lim's wife is also listed as an incorporator in at least 8 other companies connected to Yang, including a company called Philippine Fluid Group of Companies, established in 2017, and Pali Holdings Corporation, established in 2020. Gerald Cruz, who is an incorporator of Brickhertz, is also the corporate secretary of the Fluid Group. Another company called Auron Incorporated, owned by Yang's eldest brother, Tony Yang, provides customer relations service to Yongwei. Several service providers of Yongwei are also linked to the Bofu Hub, Turquoise Diamond Technology Corporation, and Shidai KG Technology Corporation. Both customer relations service providers of Hongwei were found inside the Bofu Hub in Bamban. Tony Yang, who uses the alias Antonio Lim, was arrested on September 19 at Ninoy Aquino International Airport after being flagged as an undesirable alien. He admitted being a Chinese citizen. The BAOCC said he had fraudulently acquired genuine Philippine government documents to fake his Filipino identity. Tony Yang, the eldest of the 3 Yang brothers who operated in the Philippines, also owns multiple businesses in Cagayan de Oro City, including the Yangtze Hotel, a former Pogo Hub, and Philippine Sanjia Steel Corp, which was allegedly involved in rice smuggling and human trafficking. Zures said Tony Yang appears to be the real mastermind of all these operations and head of the crypto syndicate of the Yang brothers in the country. Interestingly, it was not their links to Pogos but to the drug trade that pushed both Michael Yang and Lim into the spotlight. Lim was accused of being the operator of a clandestine laboratory discovered in Cavite in 2003, while Yang allegedly ran mid-laps in Mindanao during the same period. In 2017, then Police Colonel Eduardo R. Serio linked Yang and Lim to the drug trade, but Duterte supposedly ignored these allegations. A year later, Duterte appointed Yang his economic advisor. One of the executives of formerly is Yang's translator, Lincoln Ong, who is a part owner of another company called Empire 999. This company owns the warehouse in Mexico, Pampanga, where 3 billion pesos worth of shabu was found in the 2023 raid. Both are also allegedly linked to the raided Lucky Star 99 Poco in part of Pampanga, which leased land from a company called Wowen Incorporated. Wowen's lawyer is former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque, and its main incorporator, Cassandra Leong, who is also the representative for Lucky Star. She is the girlfriend of Guo's brother, Wesley Guo. Suarez and Gonzalez said foreign nationals linked to Yang and Lim were acquiring land through fraudulent means, including the use of fake birth certificates and government IDs. This is a serious threat to our national security and to our very sovereignty as a nation, Suarez pointed out. Again, none of these corporations and company officials could be reached for comment on Saturday. Based on its findings, Gonzalez said the court committee will recommend the filing of criminal, civil, and administrative cases against those involved, as well as introducing legislative reforms to close the loopholes in the legal system. Give me 1 second here, hold on. Alright, next headlines here. Next headline. Let's get into the next headlines. Allegations that Alex Guo is a Chinese spy gained huge traction as members of the House of Representatives confronted the dismissed Bamban Tarlac mayor with the Al Jazeera documentary where her name cropped up in a dossier allegedly kept by a Chinese typhoon jailed in Thailand. The documentary about Xi Zijian, produced by Al Jazeera 101 East, was shown during the House Call Committee hearing the Friday night and elicited an irritated, almost furious reaction from Guo, a departure from her usually calm and demeanor whenever questioned. I love the Philippines, she stressed, speaking in the vernacular. I'm not a spy. It's unfair for him to say that I'm the one. But for PP Representative Margarita Nogales, the similarities between Guo's life in the Philippines and the mission order of alleged Chinese spies around the world, as suggested in the documentary, were too glaring to ignore. Despite of China across the world, it's like they have steps for what to do, she said. The first of these 8 steps, Nurgala said, is to choose a country, for example, Philippines, Myanmar, Thailand. Second is to find an industrial complex, as we have seen in Pampanga and Tarlac. Next is to find Chinese nationals who can help finance a major business, as shown in the case of Sihang Rijin, who is wanted in Singapore for money laundering and yet became an incorporator of Pofu Incorporated, the company that leads led to the Philippine offshore gaming operator that will be operated by Hongshang Gaming Technology Incorporated in Pampanga. Guo had been established in past hearings as the former president of Pofu. The next step is to use local residents as dummies for the company. Norla is cited as examples Toma Laranan and Rowena Evangelista, vegetable vendors who became incorporators of Hongshang. After completing the incorporate step, the 5th step is to enlist the help of powerful people in government. Nogales saw this happening in an alleged involvement of lawyer Harry Roque, former spokesperson of then President Rodrigo Duterte in Lockeson 99, another controversial Pogo hub that operated in Pampanga. Step 6 is to incorporate other companies that look legitimate, and 7, create corporate layers around that business. Once these all happen, that's where all the illegal stuff happens. Trafficking, money laundering, gambling, online scams, love scams, and tax evasion, Norla said, summing up step number 8. It's sad. This seems to be a standard that allowed them to enter the country, that is because this is not allowed in China. So they took advantage of our laws, our country, and our resources, she said, adding, this is not one-sided. All these steps would happen only with the knowledge of our government, our own government. According to the Al Jazeera documentary, Xi Jiang is a discarded Chinese spy now wanted in China and has also been sectioned by the United Kingdom. Linked to scam sites involved in human trafficking and forced labor, he is currently in jail in Thailand trying to dodge extradition to China, whose government is now trying to eliminate me for his knowledge of state secrets. In an interview, Xi Jiang said he had a dossier confirming the existence of Chinese spies, with Guo Huaping among the names listed. Guo Huaping is allegedly the real Chinese name of Alice Guo. The purported dossier places Guo Huaping's address in China's Fujian province. According to the documentary, it turned out to be the local office of the Chinese Communist Party. She also claimed that Guo had asked him for money to help fund her 2022 campaign to be the mayor of Papan, but that he declined the request because he really didn't want to offend the government of the Philippines. It was Davao Oriental Representative Chin Ino Amario who asked for the documentary to be shown during Friday's hearing. After the viewing, a visibly livid Guo said she wanted to get all the details because also wanted to file a case against Xi Jiang and Al Jazeera. I'll find a way. I don't know how, but I'll talk to my lawyer to give me guidance on what law can be used, she said. I don't know him and I have never asked for money during my campaign period. I want to make it clear to my countrymen that I love the Philippines and I am not a spy. Our government agencies can prove that. Okay, relax, Gonzales later told her. You don't have to be wrought up if you are telling the truth. Senator Risa Hontiveros in May was the first to raise the possibility that Guo was a Chinese spy, noting inconsistencies in the public records pertaining to the ex-mayor's identity that went unchecked when she ran for a local public office. Malacanan on Saturday debunked a viral video clip showing President Marcos being handed a sachet containing a white substance suspected to be illegal drugs, urging Filipinos to be more discerning about what they are being fed on social media. The Presidential Communications video released a video which showed that what the plastic sachet contained was a dominantly white lapel pin bearing the logo of Marcos' political party, the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas. The video showed a man holding a small white object in his palm approaching the president to hand it to him as they shook hands before posing for a selfie. The Facebook page Maging Mapanuri or Be Critical, the PCEO's fact-check page, said the object was blurred to mislead the public. It was a simple act that was interpreted differently because of incomplete details. Releasing information without the proper context is an effective way to mislead the public, a female narrator of the PCEO's video said in Filipino. No one will be fooled if no one will allow themselves to be fooled. The narrator said a portion of the viral video was blurred, particularly the object handed to the president, to make netizens think it was a sachet containing a white substance. A close-up view of the object revealed that it was a particular federal logo on the laptop pin. The viral video showing the white object made the rounds on various social media platforms on Fridays, and many netizens speculated that it was a sachet of illegal drugs. Although the PCO did not state the specific public event attended by the president, it appeared to be the announcement of the administration's scheduled slate at the Philippine National Convention Center in Pasay City on Wednesday. The PCO's fact-check video came more than a week after the Bureau of News Group reported that there were traces of manipulation of a video that showed a look-alike of Marcos sniffling illegal drugs. PCO Secretary Cesar Chavez said the palace's main communications arm would be more proactive in fighting fake news and disinformation by doing fact-checks and assigning fact-check officers to its attached agencies. Allegations of illegal drug use has haunted Marcos even before the 2022 elections after the president Duterte said a presidential aspirant was into cocaine. In November 2021, Marcos submitted himself to a drug test at St. Luke's Medical Center, which said that he tested negative for cocaine. In January this year, Duterte said his successor knew of being a stone drug user. The president just laughed it off, attributing Duterte's remarks to the effects of his long use of the white fentanyl, which the ex-president admitted taking to a really painful motorcycle accident when he was Davao City mayor. It is highly addictive and has very serious side effects, and PRRD has been taking the drug for a very long time now. And majority of Filipinos juggle multiple jobs to boost their income sources in what market research firm Kantar called an emergent hustle culture in the Philippine workforce. We have observed that this behavior has resulted in an hustle culture among Filipinos as they try to earn more but at the expense of time for chores, personal interests, and other activities. Suarez Obama, consumer and shopper site director at Kantar Philippines, said in a statement. Obama cited Kantar's survey of 2,000 households from February to April, showing that 7 out of 10 Filipinos manage their family's finance by moonlighting or starting a business on the site. Apart from the majority of the survey households, 90% said they were struggling to keep afloat because of retirement or working less hours, which reduced their take-home pay. Only around 8% said they were comfortable with their economic situation. According to recent data from the Philippine Statistics Authority, household spendings dropped to 4.6% in the second quarter from 5.5% in the same period last year. Filipino consumers, according to the study, usually buy soft drinks, coffee, water, milk, instant noodles, biscuits, and crackers when they visit the grocery stores. But those struggling with their finance remain mindful of their purchases as they cut expenses by making their grocery list shorter to make ends meet. In their buying decision, the study shows that those who are managing are stretching their funds to get more value for the money, Kantar said. This group does grocery shopping less often and are buying even less than what they intended to when they visit stores, its study noted further. These cash-strapped consumers not only trim their grocery expenses but also look for discounts. According to BSA's data, consumers spend less on clothing and footwear. The primary contributors to consumption are transportation, housing, water, electricity, and gas, among other priorities. Kantar's survey showed that 52% of respondents believe this will be their status quo in the next 12 months, 7% expect things to get worse, and 41% believe that that situation will get better. On the other hand, a recent study by Addis Global set net financial assets per capita in the Philippines grew by 30.2% year-on-year to 1,948 euros, or 131,000 pesos based on current foreign exchange rates in 2023, placing the country in the 49th spot of 60 economies covered by its latest Global Wealth Report. While that figure still kept the Philippines among the poorer countries in Asia, the growth of its financial assets increased by 30.2%, the fastest clip in 6 years, and well ahead of China or India, Global Alliance said. Alliance Global said the 60% jump in asset class securities was the main driver of growth. Other financial assets like bank deposits grew strongly at 9.1%, while insurance and pensions rose 9.8%. But Alliance said insurance and pensions remain underweight in Filipino household portfolios, with a share of 7%, way lower compared to the 57% share of bank deposits. But while wealth rose, the growth in liabilities of Filipinos also continued at 12.9%. As a result, Alliance Global said a debt ratio climbed to 27.1% last year, which was still at a rather low level. 2023 was marked by sharp monetary tightening. but economies proved resilient and markets even both, the report said. Overall, Ali's global set financial assets of private households worldwide recorded strong growth of 7.6% last year, making up for the 3.5% losses in 2022. Total financial assets amounted to 239 trillion euros at the end of 2023. Per region, financial assets of Asian households increased by 7.5% in 2023 to 63.8 trillion euros, a quarter above the level in Europe. All asset classes contributed to this increase, with back deposits being the main driver after rising by 9.3%. And that's the first gap of koolNews on Hello Pilipinas. For the headlines, we will be back with another headline story with the international headlines and weather forecast at around 8:40 on Hello Pilipinas. It is now 8:07 in the morning, and we will get back into the latest lifestyle and entertainment happenings right here. So stick around, we will be right back. Keen in the morning. If you have just joined us to start your weekend mornings with us, a proud morning to you all and welcome to Hello Pilipinas. Today is Sunday, September 29, 2024, and we will be here to serve you the latest this lifestyle and entertainment happenings that you need to know. Okay, so if you're wondering why we are not in the studio right now, well, that is because we are currently doing the remote work we are currently doing the remote work as of this time because our studios for Hello Pilipinas and koolNews at the brand new Cool Studios building is not finished at this time. So hopefully by next month it will be done, and hopefully we will be back in the building. So yeah, stay tuned for that one here. Okay, so now let's get into entertainment happenings now. Let's get into the showbiz happenings that you might have missed yesterday. So, an emotional Roby Domingo celebrated his 35th birthday by wishing for his wife, Mike Pinada's sickness to be gone and for them to be able to pursue the plan of having a child in 2025. The TV host marked his special day with a live reflection, as seen in the two-part video on his Instagram page on Friday, September 27. "I'm having some birthday blues," he began. "Some people say it's time na mararamdaman mo na tumandanda ka na, but also it's a time na pwede kang mag-reflect sa buhay mo. My plan in the next 5 years is to be a better husband and husband. And hopefully next year when the Lord permits it and when her or Pinada's condition permits it, depende sa clearance ng doctors, I hope to introduce you to a baby Ruby or baby Mapui or why not twins," he continued. Domingo then spoke about the initial plans they had, lamenting how 2023, when Pinmanda was diagnosed with dermatomyositis, our autoimmune disease, was a blow to his heart. Nakakasa na ako na by this year, actually by this month, sana meron na akong anak. But then it happened. He said, "It's hard. Maybe it's not time yet, but I'm hoping na mangyari yun. But first things first, I want Marie's sickness to be gone so that we could go back to our original plan. That's my wish for my birthday. It's not for me anymore," he added. Also addressing their future daughter, Domingo said as he teared up, "I'm also ready to give all my love para sa'yo." Meanwhile, Pineda organized a birthday salubong for the TV host, who did express gratitude to his wife via his Instagram stories. Domingo and Pimada got engaged in 2022, then tied the knot in January 2024. Okay, I might have to go for a toilet break, so give me a second. Okay, now let's. Oh no 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 no. Okay, so we have some unfortunate news. We are 2 days late on this one, but Maggie Smith, the master actor who won an Oscar for The Prime of Miss Jen Brody in 1969 and gained new fans in the 21st century as the Dowager Countess of Grantham in Downton Abbey and Professor Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter films, died Friday. She was 89. Smith's son, Chris Carlin and Toby Stevens, said in a statement that she died early Friday in a London hospital. She leaves 2 sons and 5 loving grandchildren who are devastated by the loss of their extraordinary mother and grandmother, they said in a statement issued through publicist Claire Dodds. Smith was frequently rated the preeminent British female performer of her generation that included Vanessa Redgrave and Judi Dench, with a clinch of Academy Award nominations and a shelf full of acting trophies. She remained in demand even in her later years, despite her lament that when you get into the granny era, you're lucky to get anything. Smith dearly summarized her later roles as a gallery of contemporaries, including Professor McGonagall. As why she took the role, she quipped, "Harry Potter is my pension." Richard Ere, who directed Smith in the television production of Sudden Place last summer, said she was intellectually the smartest actress I have ever worked with. You have to get up very, very early in the morning to out with Maggie Smith. G.M. Brody, in which she played a dangerously charismatic and improved school teacher, brought her the Academy Award for Best Actress and the British Academy Film Award as well in 1969. Smith added a supporting actress Oscar for California Suite in 1978, Golden Globes for California Suite and Room with a View, and Bertas for lead actress in a private function in 1984, A Room with a View in 1986, and The Lonely Passion of Judith Arneen in 1988. She also received Academy Award nominations as a supporting actress in Otelio, Travels with My Aunt, Room with a View, and Gosford Park, and a BAFTA Award for supporting actress in Tea with Mussolini. On stage, she won a Tony in 1990 for The Dice and Love Batch. Her work in 2012 netted 3 Golden Globe nominations for the globally successful Downton Abbey TV series and the films The Exotic, Marigold Hotel, and Quartet. Smith had a reputation for being difficult and sometimes upstaging others. Richard Burton remarked that Smith didn't just take over a scene in the VIPs with him, she commits when larceny. However, director Peter Hall found that Smith wasn't remotely difficult unless she's among idiots. She's very hard on herself, and I don't think she sees any reason why she shouldn't be hard on other people too. Smith conceded that she could be impatient at times. It's true I don't tolerate fools, but then they don't tolerate me, so I am spiky. She said, maybe that's why I'm quite good at playing spiky elderly ladies. Critic Frank Rich, in the New York Times review of Lettuce, and Lovage, praised Smith as the stylized classicist who can articulate a line as rustic as, "Have you no marmalade?" And that sounds like a freshly made epigram by Howard R. Walden. Smith famously drew laps from a rustic line, "This hot dog, it's disgusting," in the 1964 revival of Noel Coward's High Fever. But unfortunately, the critics mentioned it, and after that, it never got a laugh. She recalled, "The moment you say something is funny, it's ghost singer. It's gone, really." Margaret Nat Smith was born in Milford, on the eastern edge of London, on December 28, 1934. She summed up her life briefly. One went to school, one wanted to act, one started to act, one still acting. Her father was assigned in 1939 to wartime duty in Oxford, where her theatre studies at the Oxford Playhouse School led to a busy apprenticeship. "I did so many things, around the universities there. If you were kind of clever enough and I suppose quick enough, you could almost do quick weekly rep because all the colleges were doing different productions at different times," she said in the BBC interview. She took Maggie as her stage name because other Margaret Smith was active in the theatre. Lawrence Oliver spotted her talent, invited her to be part of his original National Theatre Company, and cast her as his co-star in a 1965 film adaptation of the Leo. Smith said to directors Igmar Bergman and William Gaskill, both in national theater productions, were important influences. Alan Burnett, preparing to film the monologue of Bed Among the Utensils, said he was wary of Smith's reputation for becoming bored. As the actor Jeremy Rearwood put it, she starts divinely and then goes off rather like a cheese. So the fact that we only just had enough time to do it was an absolute blessing, really, because she was so fresh and is just so into it, said Burnett, who also wrote a starring role for Smith in The Lady in the Van. However extravagant she may have been on stage or before the cameras, Smith was known to be intensely private. Simon Callow, who acted with her in a room in The View, said he ruined their first meeting by responding compliments. I blurted out various kinds of rubbish about her and she kind of withdrew. She doesn't like that sort of thing very much at all, Callow said in a film portrait of the actress. She never wanted to talk about acting. Acting was something she was terrified to talk about because if she did, it would disappear. Smith was made a commander of the British Empire before up in 1990. She married fellow actor Robert Stevens in 1967. They had two sons, Christopher and Toby, and divorced in 1975. The same year, she married the writer Beverly Cross, who died in 1998. And another unfortunate news, this time is a OPM singer. Corita, best known for her hit songs Oras Na, Lolo Joseph, and Sri Mare, died after a long illness, her partner Chito Santos confirmed. Santos made the confirmation to broadcaster Julius Babao as per the latter's YouTube blog on Friday, September 27. Speaking about the late singer's final days, Santos said, "Ilang araw namin siyang binabatayan hanggang sa maghina na sila ng maghina. Ayoko namang magtagal pa dahil lalo lang silang mahihirapan. Tumigil na lang sila sa panghinga. Lumalaban sila kanina pero nakita ko na hirap na sila kaya nag-decide na ako ng gano'n. Hindi ko na kayang isin he continued. Santos stated that the singer's remains will be cremated. Santos' sister, who is a doctor and also looked after Corita, further noted that they plan to have a one-day, one-night viewing at the pair's residence in Kataytay. The date of the viewing has yet to be finalized up this Friday. Nagpapasalamat ako ng maraming sa mga taong nakikiramay sa amin, nagdasal para sa Corita, sa nakdonate, nakabuloy, Santos added. Santos discussed Corita's condition through Babao's blog in July, showing the singer unable to speak and bedridden due to stroke. Corita received help from fellow OPM singers including Cookie Chua, Lolita Carbon, and Bayang Barilos, who held in August the fundraising show Awit Para Kay Corita. And that's the entertainment happenings. Now let's get into anime happenings right here. Yes, we will now cover the anime news at this gap instead of at the end because we always run out of time. So yeah. Frieren Beyond Journey's anime is getting a second season, as confirmed by in its official announcement yesterday. The official X for Twitter account for Frieren's Frieren manga announced on Saturday that production on the second television anime season has been greenlit. Madhouse is returning from the first season to animate the second one. Maybe we'll get into the K-pop news if all that goes well here, but for the meantime, since this is my hobby, this is the anime news. So this is the second the teaser of the Frieren season 2. So far, it looks really good here. Yeah, that looks really good. So other than the simple trailer and the teaser visual, there are no exact details on the release date, so we will just have to keep our eyes peeled on that for now. Okay, so in the other news, that time I got reincarnated as a slime gets a 4th season and the second movie. Bandai Namco Films announced on Friday that that time I got reincarnated as a slime television anime will get a 4th season and a second anime film. The staff revealed a video and visual to commemorate the announcement. So let me just restart the screen share here. So this is the visual there. So yeah, as just like we covered with Freewind second season, there are no exact details on the release date. Again, we have to keep our eyes peeled for this one, but we can say that the Tensura is getting the 4th season and the second movie. So look out for that one on there. Alright, so next here is oh boy, okay. Well, we have some news here. Fairy Tail 100 Years Plus anime to replace Itaru Yamamoto as Madmo's voice. The production committee for the Fairy Tail 100 Years the production committee for the Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest anime announced on Wednesday that the anime is recasting the role of Mad Mo due to various circumstances, quote unquote. The committee has not yet announced who will replace Itaru Yamamoto, the previous voice actor for Mad Mo. So, in case you missed it, Yamamoto's voice agency IM Enterprise announced on September 22 that it ended its management contract with voice actor as of September 14 due to the acknowledged serious breach of contract. There you go. There you go. So that's the possible reason why why the production committee decided to recast. Very unfortunate. Yeah, very unfortunate. And Colorful Stage the movie, Amiku Who Can Sing anime film, has its new trailer. The official website for Colorful Stage the movie, Amiku Who Can Sing, has released a new trailer on Friday, and it has released with a brand new trailer, which unfortunately we cannot show you due to the copyright reasons. But yeah, the movie is coming out globally, as we all know, but the film will first be screened in Japan, which is coming out next year, which is in January, I believe. So yeah, the film will be taking place the film will be screened first in Japan on January 17, 2025, that is next year, and then globally at a later date. So there's that. And Muse Asia licensed Shangri-La Frontiers second season. Muse Asia announced on Thursday that it has licensed the second season of the television anime of Shangri-La Frontier web novel and will stream the anime for the fall season. The anime's second season will premiere in Japan on October 13 and will run for 2 consecutive quarter of the year. So we have new casts for the second season. So we have Yuga Saki as Akitsu and Natsuki Hane as CQ. The anime's first season premiere in October 2023 on 28 MBS TVH Networks. Do we have anything else? Oh, we have more here actually. Alright, so this is the last one for real this time before we head into another cool news. Any Plus Asia airs Damichi Season 5 and Arifura Season 3. Any Plus Asia announced on Thursday and Friday that it will air simulcast for Innocent Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon Season 5 and the 3rd season of Arifura From Commonplace to World's Strongest for the fall anime season. There you go. So now we know now we know who will take the licenses, who will take the streaming rights for the said anime. Muse Asia will take the streaming rights once again for Shanghai Frontier Season 2, and Anime Plus Asia will take the streaming rights for Damichi Season 5 and Ayurveda Season 3. It is now 8:37 in the morning, and we will get back into cool news on Hello Pilipinas in just a bit with the international headlines and weather forecast. So stick around. That's going to be our last gap right here on Hello Pilipinas. So don't miss this out. We will be right back.
Live from Cool Studios, this is koolNews Early Edition.
8:45 in the morning, and this is your cool news on Hello Pilipinas. Let's continue with international headlines. Donald Trump on Saturday called Democrat Kamala Harris mentally impaired and said illegal immigrants are out to cut the throats of ordinary Americans in their homes as he doubled down on the radically charged neurotic feeling as his unprecedented bid to regain on the U.S. presidency. Trump was seeking to strike back at Harris after she visited the U.S.-Mexico border on Friday and vowed to do more to control asylum claims and undocumented migrant crossings. The issue is one of the Democratic vice president's weakest in polling as she runs neck and neck against Trump in the November 5 election. Trump dismissed Harris' speech at the border, swearing and telling supporters in the small town of Chen, Wisconsin, and that President Joe Biden and Harris are responsible for an invasion of violent criminals. Anti-immigrant sentiment has been at the core of Trump's appeal in economically depressed, majority-white parts of the country ever since his 2016 presidential victory, but the rhetoric is turning ever more extreme as election day nears. The 78-year-old businessman, the first major presidential candidate in U.S. history to be a convicted felon and subject of multiple ongoing court cases, said former California prosecutor Harris, age 59, is stopped. Joe Biden became mentally impaired. Kamala was born that way. She was born that way, and if you think about it, only a mentally disabled person could have allowed this to happen to our country, he said. Harris, meanwhile, spent Saturday at the fundraiser in San Francisco, California, where she said Trump was using the same tired playbook we have heard for years. This election is about two very different visions for our nation, and we see that contrast on the campaign trail, she said. Trump spoke in Wisconsin while flanked on stage by large mugshots of migrants accused of crimes, painting a hellish picture of an America under violent assault, despite a plunge this year in illegal border crossings and what the FBI says is a steep decline in crime overall, particularly murder. They will walk into your kitchen. They will cut your throat, Trump said of illegal migrants. Small towns in America are terrified of migrants coming in, and even when they haven't arrived, they're terrified, he said. They will rape, pillage, thief, plunder, and kill the people of the United States of America. The illegal migrants, whom he called animals, will take the jobs of minorities and of union workers, he added. Apparently rattled by Harris' bids Friday to deliver a tough message on the Mexican border, Trump cursed on the nationally streamed event and branded her a liar. He complained that Fox News, the conservative network which has provided him with a loyal platform throughout his White House career, had covered Harris' speech. They shouldn't be allowed to put it on, he said. Evidently, Trump was aware that his speech was unlike what Americans have been used to in presidential campaigns over the years. He posted at one point to say, "Isn't this a wonderful and inspiring speech? I have got people sitting in the front row. They're going, oh my God. This is a dark speech," he said. And Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Saturday that Israel had settled the score, quote-unquote, with the killing of Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah in an airstrike in Beirut. "We settled the score with the one responsible for the murder of countless Israelis and many citizens of our other countries, including hundreds of Americans and thousands of French," he said in his first statement since Nasrallah's death Friday. He was alluding to 1983 bombings in Beirut that killed 63 people at the U.S. Embassy and 241 U.S. Marines and 58 French paratroopers at their barracks. Netanyahu said that as long as terrorist Nasrallah was alive, he would quickly restore the capabilities we had eroded from Hezbollah in a series of recent operations. "So I keep the order, and Nasrallah is no longer with us." The Israeli premier said his country was on the grounds of what appears to be a historic turning point in the fight against its enemies. According to Netanyahu, who has faced growing criticism at home and abroad over his war policy after nearly a year of fighting in the Gaza Strip, the killing of the Hezbollah leader was essential for achieving Israel's goals. Nasrallah's elimination is a necessary condition for achieving the goals we set, the safe return of the residents of the north to their homes and the long-term alteration of the balance of power in the region, he said. It will also help facilitate the return of hostages seized by Hamas during its October 7th attack, and still help in Gaza, he said. The more Hamas leader Yatha sees that Hezbollah will no longer come to his aid, the greater the chances of returning our captives, Netanyahu said. We are with it. We are determined to continue striking our enemies, returning our residents to their homes, and bringing back all our hostages. We do not forget them for a moment. Alright, and that's the international headlines right here on KoolNews. Now it's time for the cool weather forecast from Pagasa regarding the update of the tropical storm Julian.
Magandang umaga mula sa Pag-asa Weather Forecasting Center. Ito ng ating update sa binabantayan nating bagyo sa loob ng ating Philippine Area of Responsibility. Tuluyan pang lumakas itong si Bagyong Julian at isa na itong severe tropical storm category as of 4 a.m. today. At huling namataan yung location nito sa layong 305 km silangan ng Apari, Cagayan. Ito ay may taglay na lakas ng hangin na malapit sa gitna na umaabot sa 95 km per hour at pagbugso na umaabot sa 115 km per hour. Kasalukuyan itong gumagalaw west-northwestward sa bilis sa 10 km per hour. Makikita natin dito sa ating latest satellite images na yung mga kaulapan ni Bagyong Julian ay nakakaapekto sa malaking bahagi ng Northern Luzon. Nagdudulot rin ito ng kaulapan sa Central Luzon at sa silangang bahagi ng Southern Luzon. At ito yung ating inaasahang panahon ngayong araw dito sa area ng Luzon. So malaking bahagi ng extreme Northern Luzon sa mga lugar yan ng mainland Cagayan, Batanes, Babuyan Islands, pati na rin sa area ng Ilocos Norte. Asahan natin ngayong araw ang masungit na panahon. Ito yung mga malalakas sa pag-ulan at mga pabugso-bugsong hangin na dala ni Bagyong Julian. Samantala, maulap na kalangitan rin nasasamahan ng mga kalat-kalat na pag-ulan, pagkulog at pagkidlat dito sa nalalabing bahagi ng Northern Luzon, most of Central Luzon, pati na rin dito sa lalawigan ng Quezon at Camarines provinces. Kaya sa mga lugar na ito, especially dito sa malaking bahagi ng Hilangang Luzon, maghanda tayo sa mga banta ng pagbaha at pagguho ng lupa. For Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon ay mas maaliwalas ang ating panahon, mostly cloudy, pero yung mga pag-ulan lamang ay isolated or localized na dulot ng thunderstorms. Cost yan nung trough o extension ni Bagyong Julian. Maximum temperature forecast para sa lawag ngayong araw posibleng umabot ng 30 degrees Celsius. 28 degrees naman sa bahagi ng Tuguegarao at 23 degrees Celsius sa Baguio City. Maximum temperature forecast para sa Metro Manila ngayong araw posibleng umabot ng 33 degrees Celsius. 33 degrees naman sa bahagi ng Legazpi at 31 degrees Celsius sa Tagaytay. Pagpapatuloy itong mainit at malinsangang panahon dito sa areas ng Palawan, Visayas at Mindanao. Gayun pa man, maghanda pa rin tayo sa mga pag-ulan na dulot ng thunderstorms. So yung mga pag-ulan na ito, walang kinalaman kay Bagyong Julian at dulot lamang ng mga usual na late afternoon to evening thunderstorms. Maximum temperature forecast para sa Kalayaan Islands at Puerto Princesa ngayong araw posibleng umabot ng 32 degrees Celsius. 33 degrees naman dito sa areas ng Iloilo, Cebu at Tacloban. Maximum temperature forecast para sa Cagayan de Oro ngayong araw posibleng umabot ng 32 degrees Celsius at 34 degrees naman sa areas ng Zamboanga at Davao City. At ngayong umaga, as of 5 a.m. today, nagtaas tayo ng tropical cyclone wind signal number 2 sa northeastern portion ng Milang Cagayan sa bayan niya ng Santa Ana at sa eastern portion ng Babuyan Island sa mga isla ng Camiguin at Babuyan. Samantala, signal number 1 ang nakataas sa area ng Batanes, sa nalalabing bahagi ng Cagayan, sa rest of Babuyan Islands, sa bahagi ng Isabela, sa area ng Apayao, dito sa Abra, Kalinga, sa eastern and central portions ng Mountain Province, ang mga bayan niya ng Natunin, Paracelis, sa Danga, Barlig at Bontoc. May signal number 1 na rin dito sa eastern portion ng Ifugao, sa mga bayan ng Aguinaldo, Alfonso Lista at Mayoyaw. Signal number 1 na rin nakataas sa area ng Ilocos Norte, sa northern portion ng Ilocos Sur, sa mga bayan ng Sinait, Cabugao, San Juan, Magsingal, Santo Domingo, Bantay, San Ildefonso at San Vicente. May signal number 1 na rin dito sa northern portion ng Aurora sa mga bayan ng Dilasag at Kasiguran. Kaya sa mga areas na nabanggit, sa mga areas na may nakataas tayong warning signal or wind signal, especially areas under tropical cyclone wind signal number 2, ay maghanda na tayo ngayon pa lang sa mga banta ng malalakas na hangin na dala ng papalapit na bagyong Julian. And yung pinakamataas na warning signal na posible nating i-issue para sa bagyong ito ay wind signal number 4. At sa mga lugar naman na walang nakataas na tropical cyclone wind signal, posible pa rin tayo makaranas ng mga pabugso-bugsong hangin. So ngayong araw, sa mga areas ng Aurora, Calabarzon, Romblon at Bicol Region, asahan natin yung mga pagbugso ng hangin. And tomorrow, bukas, makakaranas rin tayo ng mga malalakas na hangin o yung gusts of wind dito sa area ng Pangasinan, Zambales, Bataan, Aurora, Quezon Province, Romblon at Bicol Region. At sa mga pag-ulan naman o yung heavy rainfall na dala ng nasabing bagyo, ngayon pa lamang asahan natin na magpapatuloy yung mga pag-ulan sa most of northern Luzon. So asahan natin itong heavy to intense rains sa areas ng Batanes at Babuin Islands. Samantala, moderate to heavy rains ang ating inaasahan ngayong araw sa mainland Cagayan, Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, Abra at Apayao. And starting tomorrow, makakaranas na tayo ng intense to torrential rains sa bahagi ng Batanes at Babuin Islands. Mas malakas pa yung mga pag-ulan dito sa mainland Cagayan. Heavy to intense rains dyan, pati na rin dito sa area ng Ilocos Norte. And moderate to heavy rains sa mga lalawigan ng Apayao, Abra, Ilocos Sur, La Union at Benguet. Pagsapit naman ng Martes ay magpapatuloy itong intense torrential rains. Ito yung napakalakas hanggang sa matitinding buhos ng ulan sa area ng Batanes at Babuyan Islands. Heavy to intense rains sa area ng Apayao, Abra at Ilocos Norte. At moderate to heavy rains pa rin natin inaasahan sa lalawigan ng Ilocos Sur at mainland Cagayan. Kaya sa mga nabanggit na lugar, especially sa mga malapit sa low-lying areas or flood-prone areas, seaboards ng northern Luzon. So sa seaboards ng Batanes, Babuyan Islands, dito sa northern coast ng Ilocos Norte, sa mga bayan niya ng Burgos, Banggi at Pagudpud, ilang seaboards rin ng Cagayan, sa mga bayan niya ng Abulug, Balesteros, Apari, Camalanyugan, Bugoy, Santa Teresita, Pamplona, Sanchez Mira, Claveria, Santa Praxede, Santa Ana, Gonzaga, Lalo at Gataran. Kaya sa mga lugar na ito sa ating mga kababayang mangingisda at may mga maliliit na sasakyang pandagat, sa mga areas sa may nakataas na gale warning, kung maaari ay huwag po muna tayong pumalaot dahil inasahan nga natin itong maalon hanggang sa napakaalong karagatan na dala ng papalapit na bagyong Julian. And for the seaboards dito sa rest of northern Luzon, pati na rin dito sa area or sa seaboards ng Aurora, asahan naman natin itong moderate to rough sea conditions, katamtaman hanggang sa maalong karagatan, kaya mapanganib pa rin yung paglayag sa mga areas na ito. Kaya iba yung pag-ingat pa rin sa ating mga kababayan na maglalayag dito sa seaboards of northern Luzon and dito sa seaboards ng Aurora area. At ito nga yung ating latest track and intensity forecast para kay severe tropical storm Julian. So starting today hanggang Tuesday morning, magpapatuloy yung generally northwestward and then west-northwestward na paggalaw ng nasabing bagyo patungo dito sa area ng Batanes at Babuyan Islands. And then Tuesday afternoon onwards, throughout the rest of the forecast period, ay magiging pahilaga na yung galaw ng nasabing bagyo and then northeastward patungo dito sa karagatan sa silangang bahagi ng Taiwan, malapit dito sa northern boundary ng ating Philippine Area of Responsibility. At mataas na nga yung tsansa ng landfall o yung close approach scenario natin. Ganoon pa rin ating tinitingnan na scenario sa ngayon. Posibleng mag-landfall ito or lumapit ng bahagya yung sentro ng bagyo. Dito sa area ng Batanes at Babuyan Islands, posible yan bukas. So mataas yung tsansa ng landfall sa areas na ito tomorrow. And then this evening or so ngayong gabi hanggang bukas sa madaling araw, inaasahan natin yung patuloy na paglakas si bagyong Julian into a typhoon category. At mataas nga yung chance ng rapid intensification sa mga susunod na araw, kaya hindi natin tinatanggal yung posibilidad na maging isang ganap na super typhoon itong si bagyong Julian sa mga susunod na araw. So yung peak intensity ng Julian ay habang malapit ito sa area ng Batanes at Babuyan Islands. Kaya hindi lang dito sa extreme northern Luzon, kundi malaking bahagi ng northern Luzon, pati na rin dito sa area ng eastern section ng central Luzon. Maghanda tayo sa mga susunod na araw. Ngayon pala, maghanda na tayo dahil makikita natin dito sa ating track na itong radius ng nasabing bagyo. Mahahagip yan ang malaking bahagi ng northern at central Luzon in the coming days. Asahan natin ang malalakas na bugso ng hangin at matitinding buhos ng ulan, especially dito sa northern Luzon area. Kaya maghanda tayo at umantabay sa mga future tropical cyclone bulletins na i-issue ng Pag-asa. At para nga sa karagdagang impormasyon tungkol sa udad panahon, especially yung mga heavy rainfall warnings or rainfall advisories sa posibleng i-issue ng ating Pag-asa regional centers, Sa ating mga lokalidad ay i-follow kami sa aming social media accounts at DUST_Pag-asa. Mag-subscribe na rin kayo sa aming YouTube channel sa DUST Pag-asa Weather Report at palagi bisitahin ang aming official website sa pag-asa.dust.gov.ph. At yan lamang po ang latest mula dito sa Pag-asa Weather Forecasting Center. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Ako po si Dan Villamilag ulat.
Thank you very much, Daniel James E. Villamil. And that is it for the Cool News on Hello Pilipinas. We will be back with more headlines later with Cool News at noon. So yeah, we will be back again with more headlines later with Cool News at noon. So yeah, until then, I'm Caro. We will return to Hello Pilipinas shortly to wrap up with quote of the day. And now, for the last few moments of Hello Pilipinas, we will do quote of the day. This is from Brady Quote. I will define, in brief, the poetry of words as the rhythmical creation of beauty. From Edgar Allan Poe. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9:02, and that concludes Hello Pilipinas for today. Thank you very much for joining our show to start your Sunday mornings with us. We will be back again next week at the same time, same stations. Coming up next on TVH Network is Konosuba, and on koolFM, it's Deanna and Justin in the moment. Until then, I'm Caro. Have a good morning, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye!